everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Jaguars coming in at 2-6, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 7-1.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter with the Los Angeles Chargers. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Black 58 rail.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Rivers to throw it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
390. Ace. Slow.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Casey Hayward, a Pro Bowler for the first time last year, plays like that or why? Remember, he led the, I know you know this, but led the NFL in interceptions with 7.
And he's done it really in a difficult way because, remember, he plays outside. He plays inside in the slot. And a lot of those routes inside come at you so fast, it's hard to get your head around and make a play on the football. Yet Casey Hayward led the NFL in interceptions.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the 8 and maybe more later on.
In motion now is Lee.
On
2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go.
Now Bortles. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
We got three. Three down. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First carry for Brandon Oliver, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Colin, great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through around the NFL. Second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw here for Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that every situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Bortles to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just set down near the goal line.
I remember being in a deep